Welcome to episode 2, Quantum Leadership, Short Conversations for CEOs. This is a great opportunity for me to introduce Yuval Roden, and my name is Coach Hess. Yuval, welcome to episode 2.
Hello, Coach Hayes. It's great being together again.
All right. So today we're talking team. What is unified teams? What is the magnetism, the field, the whole quantum examples that we've been using throughout this bring teams together? What's this magnetism we're talking about and not being forced? How do we create that? What's up with that thinking?
I think the question, how do we create the magic of results? Because that's actually what each of or every CEO is looking for,
Right.
getting the magic, not really pushing that hard all the time. So you and I were quite experienced. We've been managing companies, we coach companies, we work with boards, and we know that actually many people put a lot of force in order to get things forward. But you and I also know that actually everything here is really resonate by magnetic fields. And actually energy has a lot to say, much more than real action. So if we have the team, the sales team, or the management, actually let's start look at each of them as individual magnet rather than just a position on the board.
And I'll tell you, as all my years as a basketball coach and I don't know, lots of teams that I got to coach over my 14 years, there's certainly a difference in the chemistry of the magnetism that happens amongst the players. I had teams that just seemed to always know where each other were going to be, and they just flowed really smooth. And then other teams that were kind of, banging into each other now, couldn't never get it right. Everybody wanted to go to the low post at the same time. And instead of understanding the spacing that was necessary, presses would cause us trouble because we wouldn't have our spacing right, because we'd have our magnetism drawn in the wrong area rather than the balance that needed to happen. So it's so important, I think, from that perspective, if we take that analogy right into how we run and manage teams, how we make sure they can flourish and reach their potential and really fulfill those potentials by not creating conflict and stress.
Exactly. If each member in the team is just a magnetic field, and if one is emit confidence and the other one emit half confidence, or maybe not so sure, or maybe this is not the way, or maybe I really don't like the idea. So the frequencies are not alignment. They're not aligned together. And actually, if the frequencies are not are not aligning together, the magnetic field is dramatically reduced. So it's much more important to make sure that all the people really align truly with a very inner deep confidence about their power, about the needs for the product in the market, and about the value they bring to the market. So when they approach the market, they come with very, very strong and stable magnetic field. They are coming with a lot of confidence. They are coming from giving, not from getting. And if the whole team is coming from a given state of mind with the value that they know what they are giving, they will make miracles.
That's
And that's where
beautiful.
the magic starts.
That's beautiful. I found this to be so true in my life. The more I give, the more I get. It's just amazing how it works that way. Well, Yuval, great session. I think we covered a lot of ground here in terms of what's going on with teams and how to draw it together. We'll have more to say in future episodes. We always would love to have questions from the audience, as we
Yes.
post this up on LinkedIn. We'd love to have interactions of your thoughts and how to bring your team together as the CEO of your company. Any final thoughts, Yuval?
Yes. In order for us or for anyone to bring its gift, he should know its value first. So invest a lot, identify your own value, then things are really coming with much ease. And this is really the best for everything.
Right. Great stuff. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you on the next episode.
Thank you.